The notifications were relentless, a digital tidal wave crashing against the shores of his sanity.
I am the Unbreakable, the leader, the beacon of hope in a world plunged into chaos.
He felt a familiar weariness creep in. Food shortages in Sector 5, disputes over water rights in the Southern Territories, fear-mongering and whispers of dissent spreading through the ranks like a virus.
I knew this burden would be heavy, but the sheer volume of it threatens to drown me.
He shut down the interface, the sudden silence deafening.
My people look to me. I can't let them down. I need a plan, a structure, a set of rules to guide them out of this morass.
His resolve solidified, a steely glint in his eye. Establishing order in this newly fractured world was proving more challenging than he had anticipated. The old ways had crumbled with the old world, leaving behind a vacuum of uncertainty.
I think back to the chaos I witnessed, the desperation in the eyes of my people. I promised them stability, security, a future. Those promises were not empty words, not hollow pronouncements.
He needed to establish a foundation, a set of principles to guide their actions, to shape their interactions.
Rules that are fair, rules that are just, rules that will ensure the survival and, eventually, the flourishing of our fledgling community.
It was a daunting task, but he was the Unbreakable. He would not falter. The first rule, he decided, had to be simple, universal, and easily enforceable. Hygiene.
I drafted a simple mandate, mandatory hand washing before and after every meal, regular sanitation of living spaces, and the immediate isolation of anyone exhibiting signs of illness.
It seemed almost trivial, a rule more suited for a kindergarten classroom than a post-apocalyptic society, but he knew its importance.
This rule, though seemingly insignificant, is a bulwark against oblivion.
It was a small step, but one that carried with it the weight of their collective future. Implementing the rule, however, presented its own unique set of challenges.
I need a system, a way to ensure compliance without resorting to draconian measures.
The answer came from an unexpected source: faith.
I established a council of elders, chosen for their empathy, compassion, and dedication to the community.
Their tools were not whips and chains, but gentle reminders, patient explanations, and the implicit understanding that their authority stemmed from a shared desire for a healthier, safer future.
The second rule proved to be more complex, a tangled web of ethics and pragmatism. The issue of power.
In the absence of governments and established hierarchies, power, in its rawest form, had become a dangerous currency.
I had seen firsthand how quickly it could corrupt, how easily it could turn neighbor against neighbor.
He needed to find a way to regulate it, to channel it towards constructive purposes, to prevent it from becoming a tool of oppression.
I sought counsel from the elders, their diverse perspectives offering valuable insights, challenging my assumptions, forcing me to refine my thinking.
Too much structure, and they risked recreating the rigid, inflexible systems that had led to their downfall.
You cannot legislate morality.
They stood in the community garden, the air fragrant with the scent of herbs and blooming vegetables.
Power is not inherently good or evil. It is a tool, like a hammer. It can be used to build or to destroy. Focus on creating a system that encourages cooperation, not competition. A system where power is earned through service, not dominance.
He needed to create an environment where power was not something to be hoarded, but something to be shared, a responsibility, a privilege earned through acts of service and selflessness. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Under his guidance, a new society began to emerge from the ashes of the old. Rules were established, refined, and sometimes discarded, always with the well-being of the community at its heart. He saw the spark of hope rekindled in the eyes of his people, the tentative smiles returning to their lips. He saw children playing in the streets, their laughter a symphony of resilience, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. He knew their journey was far from over, but they had weathered the storm, had emerged from the crucible stronger, more united, more determined than ever before. One cool evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, he found himself drawn to a secluded part of the settlement. There, nestled amidst the ruins of a crumbling temple, sat a pedestal of ancient stone. Upon it rested a bottle, seemingly untouched by the ravages of time. It shimmered faintly, pulsing with an inner light.
Curious, are you not, child of man?
He turned to find himself facing a woman of extraordinary beauty. He recognized her instantly from the ancient lore.
This world is yours to rebuild. The bottle holds the knowledge of the ancients, their triumphs and their failures. Use it wisely, child of man.
He looked from the shimmering bottle to the goddess, a profound sense of purpose settling over him. He understood now. The rules he created, the community he nurtured, they were not just about survival. He would lead his people towards the light, towards a future where hope once again bloomed eternal.